It's, I have 9:01 and, I will call the Floyd County Board of Supervisors meeting to order November 18th, 2025. And we will start out with the review and the action regarding the approval of the agenda.
I would motion to approve the agenda.
Now, second that motion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We don't have, Frank today because of,
He's out today.
just us. Just us. And we'll move on to number 2, public comment. Do we have any public comment? Phone or?
Yes.
Yes?
Hello, it's Jim.
Jim Jorgensen?
Yes, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, we can now, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I wanna comment about the disclosure. I really think that's something that needs to be readdressed. It's drawing a lot of interest. In fact, it's drew interest in Des Moines and made it back to Floyd County. So it's doing nothing but putting a black cloud over this whole thing, and people are drawing their own conclusions. I really think it needs to be out in the open and addressed, voted on, and so on. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments? Hearing none. We'll close that and go on to number 3. The review action regarding approval of November 12th, 2025 minutes and canvas minutes.
I've reviewed the minutes and I didn't have any issues with them. I would recommend or make a motion to approve the November 12th regular minutes and the November 12th canvas of the city school election minutes.
I reviewed them. I didn't see anything wrong with them, and I'll second that motion. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, pass. Moving on to number 4, review action regarding the approval of claims. And again, I didn't see any claims that,
I reviewed the claims and the one had a wrong vendor, it had ISAC instead of ISAC. So Lexi changed that, and then the 3 claims that were
Yeah.
approved last week were added. I
Yeah.
mentioned those weren't on there.
yeah, I talked.
They're on there now. And
That I couldn't understand what that
the
was.
one page was,
It-
yeah, it's on the claims,
Yeah.
but she added a page.
You gotta
there
be an
too.
accountant.
But it is on the
It-
claims
yes.
she had too, yeah.
So do I have a motion to approve the claims?
Yeah, well, I can make a motion to approve the claims.
I'll second that. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
I,
Thank you. Didn't think my hearing aids were that bad. I don't have them. Updates regarding various boards, commissions, and activities since the last meeting.
I didn't have anything, just line some things up for, the, right-of-way ordinance. Got a meeting planned for that with the engineer and county attorney, and, just contacted ISAC for the claim that we paid for the $500 today to get an invoice for that. That's in there. I didn't have anything.
I didn't have anything myself. Okay. Go on to number 6, the review and action regarding the Iowa RIC plan. So,
We have Sean joining us today for that.
Absolutely. I'm happy to provide any information. Is there anything you guys would like for additional information or consideration, or do you have any questions? I guess I'm just kind of here to see how I can help provide any other information if it's needed.
Yeah, and I think we were originally thinking we might have some document to sign, but I'm just gonna find your email here, Sean. You sent an email that,
And I am happy to describe that process a little bit more, Gloria, if you'd like me to.
that's fine. Yep, you can
Yeah.
do better than me.
Yeah, no problem. So yeah, really the way that this process has worked with the state, with other counties, once the county can, once the board has voted to approve and to join the RIC, after all questions are answered and you feel comfortable with it and you decide to join, then basically just somebody from the county, typically it's been the auditor, has just sent me an email and said, hey, we have the board has voted to join, and then I then forward that email to the state and CC the county contacts on that email, and then the state then comes back with what's called a service agreement then to review and sign. It's a very basic kind of legal agreement, basically just saying that you're opting to join the state of Iowa's plan. There are no other decisions made with that service agreement. You're not deciding to shut down any other vendors. You're not deciding anything else other than to just join the state of Iowa plan. And then after that's been done, that kicks the ball rolling kind of on Corbridge's process to get things going. And then also on, then we will have additional conversations with the county, with the state, and with Corbridge about any considerations with any other current providers that you also have to make decisions there.
Okay, so with that, does Nationwide have the same option to be involved with this Iowa RIC program?
They do not. They do not. No, they're not part of the state's plan.
Okay,
Yeah, great question.
all right. So I don't have any other questions.
No, I was just looking through, where some of your money was invested and.
Yeah,
Very
happy to
good.
talk that lineup, Boyd. I mean, I'm a big fan of that, of the lineup that we have with a lot of Vanguard in there. And then we also have some, the DFA and some Fidelity and things like that. I really do like our investment lineup a lot. So happy to talk to that if you'd like to a little bit.
No, I've always been interested in this type of thing, and it looks very good to me, so I
can make a motion that we agree to have Sean reach out to the state of Iowa for the Iowa Retirement Investors Club to get that agreement with the state to participate in that program. Is
and
that
Awesome.
good enough what you need there, Sean? Does that work?
I'll second that motion. Any more discussion on that? Seeing none, all those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye, passed. So,
Okay. And then the only thing I would then just, if Morgan, if you want to, whenever you have a chance, just send me an email with the, hey, the board at Floyd County did vote to join the RIC plan. Let us know what we need to do to get the process started. And then I'll forward that right along to the state when you send it to me.
I can
Okay.
do that.
Great.
Okay.
And then we can talk later on, marketing plan. When do we want to, get up? I can get up there and meet with staff and all those things. That'll come later. But we can solve that in future meetings. Don't need to take up your guys' time today. So any other questions? Otherwise I will, I'll just drop off.
I don't have any.
I think we're good.
I think we're good. Thank you.
Awesome. Great. Good to talk with you. Talk soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Number 7, note the upcoming retirement of treasurer's driver's license deputy.
Yeah.
So,
That's Jolene Patterson. She wrote a letter with her 45 years with the 8 months and 19 days with the county. So that's our current longest time employee, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay,
noted, as of December 19th will be her last day. Appreciate her years of service.
well. Duly noted, and wow, long time, in one spot, very good. Number 8, discussion regarding hiring a treasurer's clerk. Jesse.
Yeah, since Jolene's leaving, I would like to fill her shoes with a full-time clerk. Since she is a deputy and they're no longer our deputies, a clerk would fit her position. I'd like to start the process now so that I could hire someone to work with her before she leaves, if that would be possible. That she can kind of train them with all of her years of knowledge and experience.
So has Sherry been trained to some of this? Is that?
She does drives, but she doesn't do the physical, like waiting on customers.
And is she interested in transitioning to that?
We have had a discussion about it. She's off right now, so we haven't followed up on it.
So what would you advertise for then?
A full-time clerk,
With driver's license duties?
yes, and some motor vehicle duties.
And then does that leave us? What does it take someone to get up to speed to do driver's license then? Are we without a person or without driver's license for a period of time?
Well, and that's why I would like them to work with Jolene.
So they could be done I mean, say you got a couple of weeks to hire somebody.
Yes.
In a month, they can.
Yeah.
Don't have quite a month. but-
Yeah, and then there's some training, I guess I could send them to like the Waterloo site to also learn more processes as well.
So that we won't be without driver's license.
No, it may be
at all.
like a day or two or maybe a week at the most while they're doing the training to get up to snuff, but
I think it's important to
Yeah,
get the ball rolling.
I think it is too.
and it's
Fill
a
that gap.
good service that we have here in Floyd County.
Right.
Assistance.
I hate to have them go to another county.
Yeah, you know, it's that reciprocal like thing of they're coming here, they're getting gas, they're going to the grocery store, they're having a meal. We want to keep, it's kind of like passports, we want to keep the services.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know it's been a tough one because I believe it's not a net effect to the county. I think we lose money with the position. It cost us to carry the position, but for the betterment of the community, I think the value is there and
Absolutely, having the service
having the
here,
service.
Absolutely.
especially for the
Awesome.
older citizens, you know, it's not so easy for them to travel
Yeah,
all the way to Mason City.
yeah, they only got a driver's license to go 3 miles. They can't go.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, so I'd say this isn't a review in action, but I'd
yeah,
say go
no
ahead
action.
and just make sure you have to come to us for the approval to hire the person.
Okay, I can do that. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Be sweet if you could find somebody that has some experience and wouldn't it? Be sweet.
Yes,
Maybe the stars will align
and have great work ethic as well.
there
and-
you go, all that.
There you go.
Okay, thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Moving along, to number 9, note the upcoming retirement of engineer secondary roads in Brady. So that would be
That would be
you, Adam.
Dale Hughes has put in his notice of retirement.
How long has he been with us?
Well, he started part-time in April of 1989. And then he moved to a full-time motor grader operator in June of 1990. He's worked for Floyd County for 36 and a half years.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Another long time.
Another long timer.
So he was a motor, I mean, he was running the grader. Is
He was
that
running the grader, yeah.
grader? That's, takes a little bit to fill somebody and
That's an art.
that's hard. Yeah.
An art. I do have somebody from my department that's interested in transferring to his position at the moment.
But then you'd open it up.
But then I'd open
that
up
other-
that other position and see if anybody wants to move into that position and.
Yeah.
Takes a little bit of time to make sure all the dominoes fall where they will, but the process has started.
Sounds good.
All right, thanks.
Talk to Dale, tell him we appreciate his time with the county.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on, number 10, review with action regarding the sheriff's department equipment, including laptops and body and in-car cameras. So, good morning.
I mean,
How are you?
Good, how are you guys? We're just following up, keeping the line of communication open on the laptops and the in-car cameras that we talked about here a couple weeks ago. Originally, we had thought that 911 was gonna meet here sooner than they had. It was postponed, so 911 is actually meeting this Thursday to discuss some of that, but actually Thursday morning, we actually have a meeting with Motorola to try to narrow down the actual maintenance agreement. Just kind of go over again, some of the things that we were looking at was, for the mobile computers. Like I said, we're starting to run into a couple more issues with some of those. We've been able to Band-Aid a couple of them. The total cost for that was $64,008. Again, I put in for a $10,000 Floyd County Community Grant, which probably won't know until probably mid-December. Whether we get approved for that, I'm thinking we'll at least get something, but I don't know what. That contract is good till December 31st, or that quote, sorry. That includes all the hardware and everything for those computers. They do have a finance option for that, but that includes interest, and I don't think
We don't want
we
to,
need to finance $64,000 or $54,000.
54,000 or 64?
64 is the total. If we get the 10,000 community grant, it would only be 54. So that's where we're kind of in
Okay.
that spot right there. Another
that's
thing,
to pay for in this fiscal year or next fiscal year?
that would be taking 54,000 out of the bond proceeds. That we
This
have to use.
fiscal year.
Yeah, anytime. Yeah, before June 30th. So I mean, hypothetically next week already, you know, whenever we can get the ball rolling for approval for that.
You know, are you able to wait, and pay the whole thing after you find out from the community foundation?
That is something I will talk with, them. Well, like I said, we're gonna know more Thursday. And then I think we're probably gonna wanna meet next Tuesday again, after we know what the community or the
Community foundation.
911 thing does. I don't know, I might reach out to the community foundation just to see when they might do something. Otherwise, I'm gonna talk to the guy and say, hey, that, you know, we're kind of in a time constraint here. What, you know, can we approve the contract, but might not get payment till January, once we get that check.
And that's what you did with community foundation, was the computers, the laptops,
Correct.
not the cameras.
Right, the worst case scenario, and I don't know the logistics of this or the proper way would be as if we paid bond proceeds for the whole computers, and if we get that grant, then that 10,000 could just roll over to the cameras, but you know, you're getting into, that's not what it was approved for,
Right.
but with the sheriff's office and the equipment, it might be something they might be okay with. I don't know. I haven't
But
looked
you're
into
saying
that
though,
yet.
we can't wait and pay for it until we know what community foundation is doing. Is that right? They need their money sooner?
I'm not saying they need their money. We just need to know if we need to approve
Okay,
that quote because that's gonna expire.
okay.
If
So we can approve the quote.
it's gonna be what they're gonna want.
The order and determine the funding.
Right, and that's something I'm gonna narrow down just a little bit. One of the things here, another good thing that I've been working on for the last couple of weeks was, each of those computers has to have cell service. And we were on an older provider and switched our cell phones to a newer T-Mobile, about a year and a half ago, but we couldn't do that with the laptops because T-Mobile's infrastructure is too advanced for the computers. So those computers, it wouldn't work. With the new computers, they will work. We've already diagnosed all that stuff so that they will work. If we switch to T-Mobile, we're gonna be actually saving, plus they're gonna give us a $2,400 credit. Plus it's actually cheaper per line, so we're gonna be saving almost $194 a month in cell service bills. So that's pretty darn good. So,
Did you hear?
gotta spend a little money to save a little money, but T-Mobile's been really good. I think they got 9 towers in Floyd County, so our coverage is actually better. We've been testing a couple different things that they've given us just to see how it works, and it's very
So the
good.
computer's just a one-time thing.
One and done. Yep. Yep. And like I said, 64 minus 10 would be around 54. I'll let Luke here talk about for the cameras.
After our last meeting, we discussed during the last meeting as far as when our quote would be good for, as far as in-car cameras and the body cameras through Axon. Reached out to Travis, which is our point of contact through Axon, explained to him kind of the situation we're going through, is trying to make sure funding is gonna be good and everything, route we're looking at going and stuff. He was able to extend the quote out till December 15th. So the quote of the 422,194 is good until December 15th. If we're unable to make that date though, I asked him what the difference would potentially be if we had to go into next year. He said roughly about $100,000 with the up cost that everybody does on their equipment plus.
Additional,
What's that?
additional cost?
It'd be additional, yeah, because right now they got some programs going right now that they're allowing him to offer which lowers the cost by getting so many cameras, so many body cameras and car cameras and stuff. So if we don't,
So you're saying 100,000 on top of the 242,000?
no, the 422,000.
Oh.
There'd be another additional 100,000 on top of that,
Holy smokes.
approximately, give or take.
Oh, if you, okay, I was looking for 5 year.
Yep.
You're talking if we go with the 10-year.
Correct, yep, on a 10-year. So speaking with sheriff, he feels more confident with going 10-year. We're able to budget out, look at it over 10 years instead of having to do this again in 5 years, because that's what we ran into this time is we've had our cameras roughly 6 years, give or take. And they're at that point of needing to be replaced. He doesn't want to have to have that contract expire. And then all of a sudden now we're back in the same boat of having to look into this again in another 5 years. So he'd just soon go to the 10-year, the way he was talking. So if we go on a 10-year, it's 422,194.30. If we don't get it by the 15th with the programs and stuff that Axon's offering right now, it's roughly another $100,000 on top of that.
Gotcha. And since he wasn't here for the last time, did you guys talk to him about the whole budget process? I mean, it's hard to do this kind of stuff when in a budget year, because you want this fiscal year also. This isn't for next fiscal year
So,
computers, it's this fiscal year.
We talked to him. He's willing to work with us as far as, like, if we can only put so much down this year, and then say we put $25,000 down or $30,000 down, that remaining balance would be spread out over the additional term of the contract. So it'd be a little higher unless we put a larger amount on. So we can sign on a smaller contract or a smaller amount down on the contract. It's just gonna make that next payment each year is just gonna be spread out. It's gonna be a higher payment over the next few years.
Well, but that's the part I'm asking is not with your vendor, but with the sheriff. He's realizing that if we're doing this outside of a budget year, because we don't know what the budget year is going to look like for next fiscal year. And is he recognizing that he may have to cut something in the next fiscal year if the board says we can't do the same, or maybe we can only do a 1% increase in his budget or 2%, and it doesn't cover this, how he's going to make that up.
So that's what we brought up the last time we were in here about having to add it to the budget.
Yep.
And making sure that you guys understood if we add it to the budget, that cost is gonna be on that, his budget now. So cutting, that's why we were in here discussing that the last time to make sure we were gonna be good with adding it to a budget if we did this. Granted, we're still gonna write grants
But
and
I
stuff
think
to
the
help.
message was the same, that you might have to cut something.
Right, he's aware of that.
Yep.
I talked to him yesterday about that.
Okay.
He said that, that we go up here and it may affect
Yeah. I mean, 'cause we
something
don't,
else and.
that's the problem with this, is we don't know what the legislation is going to be doing, how property tax reform is going to hit us. We expect that it's going to hit us,
Correct,
that
yeah.
we likely can't continue to do business the same way.
And that's why Travis and I have both been writing grants to help cover as much of this as we can, plus with hopefully a little bit from the 911 fund that we got surplus, we can lower that cost to mitigate as much out of budget as possible.
But I have another grant out there that we've received word that it sounds like they may fund it, and that could be over $20,000 for a grant. The reason why is too, is because of that bond proceeds money, we have almost $507,000.
Right.
Hypothetically, if we were to use 54,000 for the computers, and you had suggested maybe 3 years, which would be approximately 128,000.
Yeah.
If we take that out of the bond, that still leaves the bond with $327,000.
Yeah.
That could go towards the 911 maintenance agreement, or
Right.
we could use more of that, depending on what everybody's comfortable with.
Right.
That 127 off of that 422 would theoretically leave less than $322,000.
Yeah.
Year one would already be taken care of, so that 322 would now be divided by the remaining 9 years, which would drop, instead of $43,000 a year, it would drop down to almost $31,000 a year. If we get more grants, then if we continue, say we get another $30,000 worth of grants, we can pay that forward. They recalculate it, now it drops the remaining years down to $20,000 a year.
Yeah, but we have to keep in mind also that 911 is reduced in funding starting next fiscal year also, because the state is cutting the surcharge that they get, the wireless or the landline, I don't remember which one, but our money from the wireless money, I believe. that is cut from 911, so we have to be conscientious of that as
And that's why
well.
we didn't wanna take, you know,
Yeah.
even asking for the whole thing, I mean.
Yeah.
I would like to somehow see, just pay as much as we can upfront. To reduce the payments later on. I'd like to see it.
So we're talking with the
a
bond
schedule.
proceeds too, using to do that. Cause I doubt he's got any money in his, extra money in his budget this year,
I don't know, I know
I
that,
mean,
I think we kinda know that till,
that the sheriff does, well, we can tell we got.
that's something we really don't know until
To the end.
April, May, depending on how things.
I don't know.
One month you might be over, one month you're down, but then it just,
It makes it difficult.
yeah, it fluctuates quite a bit.
But we need,
And that was the whole kind of the theory of all this was we have this bond money we have to use. 911 cannot pay for our equipment. Theoretically, we can kind of get, in a perfect world, we could get all this free. Cause it all comes from that bond money in an extent,
well, yeah,
but we understand. The 911, the maintenance contract with Motorola, so, we're not being greedy, trying to take all of it.
no, but I just know that if we can pay as much as we can up front and work out a schedule, I think it's about the best we can do,
Yeah,
You've got
the
what,
sheriff's at
3 days?
36.83% of his budget right now, which is about right for mid-November. I don't think there's gonna be extra there, but I get what you're saying. We just have to, I mean, the 911 is a chunk of money to carry them with their,
How much was that?
we don't know. That's what
that's
the
Thursday,
meeting.
they got a meeting.
You're going to that meeting Thursday, aren't you? Are you on that one? Or is
Yeah.
Frank on that one?
Yeah, Thursday, I don't know what's all on the agenda. I know, Thursday morning, like I said, we're gonna have the Motorola meeting to discuss the maintenance contract, which currently sits at 1.2 million, which I think we can almost cut that down to half or 800,000. So we can take a significant amount off of that down. And then it's up to 911, which had originally said that they were gonna pay.
Who's on that one? We're gonna do which one?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Jen. It's Frank that's on the board.
Okay, thanks, Jeff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is there an alternate?
I think you're the alternate.
Am I the alternate?
You're the alternate.
So obviously, Thursday night we'll have some more answers.
Right,
as
because
to
they have to
that's
figure
kind
out
of where those
what
dominoes fall.
needs to
So,
be in
Is
that
that
budget
Thursday
then,
night,
so.
or when is that?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
Thursday
I'm
night
the
at
alternate.
6 o'clock.
Jen, I'm the alternate,
You are, okay.
right?
So it's Thursday night at 6 o'clock in the EOC.
So, Frank will have to let me know if he's not
Yeah.
attending, I can go.
Yeah. and I need it. If it worked out.
Just have to make sure, I mean, I think it'd be great to pay what we can for this, but that 911 chunk is getting kind of concerning as well because they're losing their funding, so they won't be able, and they've got new expenses with the communications tower anyway, that, monthly payments that they're paying that weren't planned before.
Hmm.
So, and with losing some of their state funding, their resources are 911 surcharges and these bond proceeds. Landline and wireless, so outside of these bond proceeds and maybe if they're lucky, $500 in 911 sign sales. They don't make much on that.
And revenue, I mean, like Omnitel, we get charged 911.
We have an additional 911 charges because of
Right.
on the town, because of the tower
Yeah.
that they're paying. And other.
Other than that, there's no revenue.
Yeah, there's.
None.
Nope. They get some 911 grants once in a while through the state. But not what they're losing. And they have a healthy fund balance right now. Yeah, very healthy fund balance, but
That's not real.
we're not gonna drain it all
Yeah.
for that. And like I said, we understand that. I think we all kind of have an agreement here is just
Yeah.
over how much amount is, you guys are eligible with. You guys are the ones that.
But my
Hold that
concern though was, that the sheriff is willing, in those future years, that he's gonna be able to budget, out of his budget, knowing the unknowns of property tax reform, and every department may have to figure out how we're gonna make this happen with property tax reform. And we know the direction it's going.
It's just the equipment we need, it's equipment we already have, so we're not adding this equipment, we're just
Yeah.
replacing the
Yeah, I know.
equipment, but we all know technology costs are,
That's
they
the
go
problem.
up and, you know,
Everybody's
I
office.
think
has to
at
tell.
10 years is 10 years, but it's overall, it's a lot better deal than what we have now. I know the Charles City Police Department has the same system we currently have. They're switching to because of the problems that they're having with this,
Yeah.
this stuff. So
And so
it's
far, they're
not
even
just us.
harder with property tax reform than we are. We have so many unknowns with what's ambulance gonna do. I don't know if anybody started those meetings with
Yeah.
ambulance.
Like we said, the computers are our office away from the office. They allow us to do our accident reports, arrest report, incident reports, mapping, GPS, calls for service, all out on the street. The cameras in and of themselves, they provide the evidential value. They also protect the county. We've actually had a couple incidences within the last 2 years of false allegations against officers that have all been disproven.
Yeah, it's,
Because of that, it's just stuff we need. And everybody's got a camera, everybody's watching us. Why aren't we?
How is the police department doing it with their mobile cameras? Cause they don't have a car for every officer.
They got a computer in each car that they can log in individually.
So
They all
they're
got their own
sharing-
body camera, but. it's the
Sharing
same car camera.
computers.
Correct.
But we don't share cars. Everybody has their own car. So I don't know what the answers are, but
And that was the problem they were having with their body cameras and stuff, because not each of them had their own body camera, so they share it. If I use my own body camera, that's 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
If I share it, that's 8 hours for me, 8 hours for the next shift, 8 hours for the next shift. So now that body camera got used 24 hours a day.
when
The
you,
wear and tear on that, the wear and tear on their computers, the wear and tear on their vehicles is a lot more, even though we have more. You're equal amount based on maintenance and replacement and cost and damage and stuff. There's never a perfect answer. It's always money. But we just wanted to keep you guys up to date on this.
I appreciate that. You
I think
know,
we have a good plan. We just,
yeah,
fine tune it a little bit, but I think,
just
It's hard to,
watch what you're asking of the sheriff to put in his budget for next year,
yeah,
future years.
yeah. Thank you, guys.
Good.
That's,
Any other questions, or anything?
enlightening. You have anything?
So you're looking for action on both of those today then, that we would
Yeah.
support those quotes so you can start the process and we figure out the funding later? Is that what it's review and action I see on the agenda. So is that what you're looking
I
for?
don't think we need to actually plan this for next week, meet with you guys after you guys meet with 911
Okay,
and understand what the cost is gonna be for 911 for the funding there, just make sure we've got funding and everything figured out. We just wanted to update today,
Take,
so you know where we're standing as far as the quotes being pushed out to December 15 being good, along with an update on what the cost is gonna be if we're unable to decide for this quote.
gotcha. Okay, all right.
so we
Yeah.
table this then?
My understanding was that they requested discussion and Campbell said, let's put it on as action in case we have an answer.
Okay, all right, so we
I
just
think
won't
after
take any
Thursday,
action.
we're gonna know. Thursday, and then we'll make a couple calls to narrow down a couple of those questions.
Have a little more information, maybe.
Okay,
Okay,
with the sheriff and everything, and then if we meet next Tuesday, we probably can get moving forward.
okay,
All right,
that sounds good.
all right, thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, let's see. Note the Central Iowa Juvenile Detention Center for year 23 audit.
Oh, this isn't one of their prettiest audits, for sure. Sounds like they've had a lot of issues. I don't know, Boyd, what you've been involved in for your time being on there. I think Dennis was on it. You took over for Dennis. Was that right? Is that how that happened? I don't remember. Or were you on it from last November? Were you?
I think so, but boy, they spend so much time on
Yeah.
the personality
issue.
problems and everything
And-
going to. We hardly ever got into anything on that, you know, so I think the update on their audit, is just very current. I mean, so.
It's the audit from
Yeah,
last year.
right,
Yeah, from through June 25.
yeah.
And so I've only had one meeting, just attended last month. And, we did approve a lot of policies, which when I look through the audit, it looks like that maybe covers some of that, but by far not all of what their write-ups are in the audit.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's more to come, and I know we meet again in December. But, they've got some, well, I mean, none of this, I mean, I guess you could tie it back to the personnel issues, but it's stuff that, you should have been
Yeah.
doing anyway.
Yeah.
But, so it's noted anyway.
Okay, we're down to 12, future agenda items.
Oh, Bernie, an update on Bernie, with, the new phone system
Yes.
and how we're going to be able to use this for our, meeting at the fairgrounds.
Yeah. And then I also think, and if you got a letter, you get a letter?
Maybe it's up in the mailbox?
I don't know.
Oh, I did. Well, it was addressed to the Floyd County supervisors
Oh,
and,
maybe you only got it.
and it's, potential lawsuit. People intend to, the intent is to sue the United States Environmental Protection Agency, the Iowa Department of Natural Resources, and Floyd County employees pursuant to Code 42 USC 300J-8. We are notifying the EPA Director Louis Zeldin and Region 7 Underground Injection Control Program Administrator. And it goes on for violations of Drinking Water Act and other criminal codes without any action taken. And I think I'm
I
bringing
think
this,
you probably
we
need
need something to get to Todd,
that would go to our insurance company. Because our
Okay.
insurance, if county's being sued, our insurance company would provide legal counsel for that. So I just need to get Mark Melville and get it to Mark Melville's. So I don't know that it's a future agenda item at the table here until until our insurance company gets involved.
brought it up just to, so we're aware.
Like, we'll get it.
You should have one in your mailbox.
We all got it?
Yeah, I just got it yesterday. So,
Oh, so this is this is drainage stuff you're talking,
yeah,
so. Yeah, so
yes?
it's regarding drainage district, with the Gerhard property, drainage district, it probably needs to go to the trustees of that drainage district. And that's where it probably needs to go, Jim. It's got a couple,
Drainage wells in Drainage District 2 and 13.
yeah, 2 and 13. Yeah, not 5, 2.
Yeah.
So, we can send it to those trustees and we can send it to the, not drainage district.
No.
13,
13.
2 and 13.
Well, then you say, get.
It's from Ethan Bolton.
And then, I had an email that was sent out to the supervisors. And I think this should be on the future agenda, brought up. It's on the wind turbine issues and policy, and it's directed to us from, Congressman, Charlie Thompson and Senator Solomon, dated November 17th, 2025 regarding the wind turbines issues and policy. And got it just, so it wasn't able to get on this agenda, but I
It's
think,
kind of,
we need to put it on the agenda for next week, where we can read it and that, but, I guess that's the action we take on that. I think that's it. Wait, you got anything else?
no, and we've already talked about ones that you already got planned for the agenda for the debt service
Okay, and, so thanks for that, and
and urban renewal.
nothing else. I will, entertain number 13, which is a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Moved.
And I'll second that. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We'll move on then to, canvas of the November 4th,
Can't do
2020.
that till 10 o'clock.
Oh,
Can't start it early.
gosh,
After we got a little break.
that's right. Well, I did too good on that. So, well, that's,
So we'll,
I
have
guess we're
Karen
gonna-
will dial back in when it's time.
I guess we're gonna wait for a little bit. Take a break. I need to. And we gotta start over. That's on.
Probably not gonna work.
They said it's been rebooted, but
Wait a minute. 2065, isn't that Morgan? Is that what you've done?
Yeah.
Or 2050?
it's the same as it's been for a while.
Maybe that's not open.
Yeah,
Look on my website, or on our D drive, find it. I think it's 2050.
Isn't it on
The code is 1129, but the internal is 2050, then it should ask for the code. No, I bet it's still out.
Wow. Okay. But anyway,
I'm good with that.
okay. I will call the meeting to order. For supervisors to canvass the November 4th, 2025 city school elections. That was on November 18th. Oh, sorry. Today's the 18th. Okay. Today's the 18th, 10 o'clock. Okay.
Good.
Huh?
I just gotta turn it back on.
It's back on now. No,
Now it is.
start over. This will convene the meeting to canvass the November 4th, 2025 city and school election. This date is November 18th, 2025, 10 a.m. Floyd County Courthouse Boardroom. Number one, review action regarding the approval of the agenda.
So moved.
Where do you move?
He said it should be working. I said it's,
Oh, okay, I thought it's actually something wrong.
no, he was up there. You're fine.
Okay.
I made a motion.
I second that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Agenda was approved. Now, you canvass the election results.
I want, did you do it, did you do this on the spreadsheet? And
Not on the same spreadsheet. The second tier campus does these ones.
we have the other canvases on the other.
So those are the combined totals for all of the campuses, and these are the other county campuses.
Does this have the absentees corrected that were in the polls because you entered them that way? Polls, yep.
Okay,
Any of the canvas sheets from the other?
These are the ones from the other counties. Yeah.
Yeah. So who do we got? Charles City. We got a lot of. So. Chickasaw County added 22 votes for Schroet. Absentee. And 22 on election day. Plus for Schroet.
total 44.
44. And then Steve Butcher was 18 election day and 18 for absentees. 36. Catherine Fox was 13 election day and 23 for absentee. Josh Mack was 13 for election day and 17 at the polls. Write-ins was 1 on election day. And yeah, the overvotes was 3. Your votes was 69 total, 35 and 34, and 3 for absentees for the overvotes, yeah. 219 total. And this doesn't have what they have for registered voters, but that's from the Secretary of State that adds their voters and ours.
This is what Secretary of State provided as a tool for Secretary Canvas.
But it's got their voters and our voters. They had this is saying at the polls, they had 1,327.
That's the two combination. That's Floyd and
It's got both us and 730 for absentees. And then for the public ledger HT, they had 7 yeses. Yep, it is 2050, we're supposed to file. So we've got,
Yeah.
yes, 7 on election day, 5 absentees.
Yep.
Yeah. Those are 26 on election day and 34 absentee. And 1 overvote on election day.
Shielding inside the cat five cable.
No one,
Just a
or
little.
1 undervote, no. Oh, you got this backwards, Warren. This is, goes 1 undervote. Oh, this is the spreadsheet you put together.
It's the spreadsheet that comes from the Secretary of State's when I input.
But you went through the numbers. Yep, so those just get, if they would put them in the same order, or the code, it'd be nice.
Yeah, we have 2 people check it too. But they're all missing. So, try to see right.
Undervotes. From
Which one?
city district at large. $69 undervotes. 35 at election day. 34 absentee, 69 total.
Gone backwards.
I did. Oh, Mr. Wright, 1 write-in. At election day.
3.
3 votes. So there's something not right here either. We got 3 overvotes there and 3 or
No, I think it
3
is.
overvotes. Yep,
Yeah.
6 total. Yep.
Yeah. The one right in.
Welcome to the conference
Are you wanting to
assistant.
be in there now?
Enter an access code, then press pound. You are the first person in this conference.
129.
Please stay on the line. To turn off the music,
It's muted.
No, I think that's okay.
Want it muted?
Let's turn off the music and say.
Yep, I did that, so. You're on.
Okay, thanks.
I'm gonna wait until I come through them all before I hit it.
Okay. Yep. Okay, so I think that. That's what came from the. This page needs to be changed now?
It's all in its each question.
Okay, so you got the most features, okay. All right, let's look at. Okay, so. Extractor maintenance fee. Josh Abell. And Bonnie. Accounting for the polling place. Heather, roll call, they had one. I reach one of those. So they hate about using it. You know, like. Yeah, it's all. Eddie Stevens had one. That's it.
That's it.
Okay. So we still need those. There's that. This one, Sarah Gordo's. Student Bell had 4 on election day, no absentees. Heather had 2 on election day. Oops. I just filled out. Basically. Here we go. 4, 0. Heather had 2, 0. Write-ins, nothing. This one's work too. All right, then we have Eddie Stevens. 4 on election day. Sarah Brewer, yep. And 0 absentee. No write-ins, that's it. But I marked that right. That's the one that I had. You did that, you got, yeah, you're gonna fix that. Okay. I think that's. Yeah. Each can go with us, Roxer or Trick Sullivan. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we got.
You just can't forward it. Oh, I'm sure it's for races. Okay, where did you know the parking lot?
Okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
We did check those.
We did share this all.
We did, that's the one I think you have a change on, isn't it?
Yeah, there's 2 Charles City races and there's 2 Red Rocket races. You check both. You check your sauce.
Yes, I think we did that one. I can check again. I haven't actually added any difference. I think you checked this.
Yeah, we did.
22, 22, 18, 18, 23, 23, or 13 and 23. Exactly. 22. If you look at something else that has. This one should be 8 and 0. 8-0, 10-0, 5-0, 5-0, 1. I don't think it's been very. Eight, 0, 10, 5-0. And then under motions. 16, 0. Votes. 0.
You just took one precinct. 15 precincts. Right? You're off the total or did you just go off of-
I don't know.
You just went off to Bradford.
Okay, so we gotta add,
So you need to go down to the bottom.
so we don't have this sheet or that sheet.
You just went off of Bradford, their Bradford precinct.
Oh,
You can go off of the total.
We should just go out there. Abstract. So we won't have the interviews open. Okay. What's that? What's that?
Good one, Mitchell County.
So did we do that wrong on that one too?
This one, the numbers you just wrote are not correct. You only took from one precinct, not the
Yep.
total. So
Okay.
what are you asking?
So this is, let's get rid of Rockford here. Rockford. I'll see. This page. This one. I only see these.
Because Chickasaw County only would have participated in 2 races. They only
Okay.
would have participated in the directors at large, and they only would have participated in the public measure. So they should only have 2 of those pages.
These, so only one for this. So I'm not taking, 8 and 8, 14. Gotcha. 22, 20. Oh yeah, we did check this one.
Yeah,
We
I
had
thought
checked this one.
we did.
Yeah. 6, 30.
And we thought, well, maybe I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, we had checked that one. Sorry, you can, want me to wait?
No, no. Second. You checked them all. These are the canvas.
Do that one. Was it right? Oh, no, still wasn't.
So we've got the only count of all of these ones, so we're gonna. You're the cover sheet. You're gonna get a whole new copy.
Oh, you got that, and you signed that one.
It's fine. So there are those. While we're waiting for that to come back, do you want to start signing things or do you want to wait and have it? You want to keep moving? They're gonna break down.
Okay, whatever you want us to do.
And the next thing you line of the agenda says the resolution, but I understand if you don't wanna do that until it's all corrected, so you can start signing the abstracts and the winner certificates if you'd like.
Okay.
4.
Okay, well, for starters, this one was approved last week, this is Taylor's.
What's your stickers code? For the stamping and stickers and then stamp, tight stamp the paper and the line and stickers up, or did you give that?
I don't know if Frank did it on here.
Oh, did he?
While you guys were checking numbers, he was playing arts and crafts. I don't remember if he stamped them before or after. I think he might have put it on and then stamped it. But anyway, here are
Thank
the
you.
certificates for this election. Or for this round.
You know, that really, I heard good things from Dr. Schultz, is he planning on continuing his appointment as a medical person, so. I like this person. You like that spreadsheet they give you?
I had to have someone else help me figure out how to do all of the things. No, I could not figure it out. Since I want to speak. My box was very organized last week and this week it's this.
It is.
Are abstracts mixed in with any of that?
You seen any other than the abstracts for the other one? I'm look through it.
See if there's any that's-
Oh, there you go. There you go.
There's 2 copies.
And now for
Fun, too much fun for you here, Bob?
Big News Day. Never shoot.
Ready for snow? I think we're gonna miss it now.
That seems impossible. We're a week away from Thanksgiving.
I know.
It's not signing all these.
See you later.
Yeah.
Bye, Bob.
It's more than just wondering if someone could bring those up. Perfect, thank you. Thank you. Is that okay? Better print it double-sided for you guys?
We could still do that one canvas. I mean, you could just print the rest of these to send with the schools.
Okay. You want to do this one, so it's not double two-sided or?
Yeah, because you need to keep one anyway.
Yeah.
So you could just, because you're only going to send them there. Like you're gonna, you could, this you could keep for us, you could send it. That's what Pro City is, this Rockbridge, you could put. The Rockbridge, that's all one, Rockbridge just had the one race.
It's okay, I can fix it later. Decided to be fine.
Usually because Lucilia went.
Right, that makes sense. I do it intentionally, and I'm not sure how when yesterday I printed it, it was fine. Today when I printed it, it's two-sided.
Okay, I had a claim that I emailed yesterday to Lexi from AMR. For $150, I think, she has no idea what it's from. Where she responded, that she didn't know what it's for either. They sent it to me, because they don't send them to me. I started by email to Bernie and her. But
That's weird, suspicious stuff.
No, I think it's all there for you to sort out.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I have a resolution, I'm gonna check it. I don't have the same beautiful spreadsheet that I did last time, it's relatively easy for you.
But we do have the totals there.
First.
Let's do Trail City's first one on there. Okay, so for David Road, we have 2057. So here we go. 2057, Steve Group 1585, Kathy Fox 2063, Josh Mack 1647. And we didn't have any scattering that met the criteria for anything. And we're not doing overloads and undervotes on there. So we had a total of 9,915 vote for 3, 9,915 total votes. Okay. Yeah.
No, trust.
Their public measure. A total of 1528, yes, 17. Yeah, 69 here and 59 here.
I know. There's no way he goes right first try.
Do we check it on a state one? Say 69 or 59?
That
It
is the
must
state
be.
one.
What's that?
What you have in front of you is the state one.
Isn't this the spreadsheet you enter the numbers into?
Yeah, that's what the state gave.
But you're physically entering the numbers, yes? What was the reports? That's right, you don't have the reports. Okay. So do we need to look at tapes to see which?
You can look at the abstracts. Or the abstracts from these,
You think you just typo here?
probably. Yeah, I hand draw it, so. I love all the options to,
That's the thing, it just sets you up for human error.
embarrassment.
Because it makes you retype everything. When it does it right here.
Are we looking at
The,
public measure?
yes.
In public measure from Chickasaw County, we had 12 yeses, 60 nos. Okay, so that's right. Let me just go back to here and we'll pull out. These ones are upstairs, then of course here. No, they are. But these school ones are upstairs, still in the school files for. It's sheet, okay. And for Charles City, I have 1,516 yes, 1,709 no. So the state report is correct. So that needs change.
Let's check the other one. Rockford. Wait. Justin about 70. For the Brackles 162, Scabious 5, total 396. Was this a vote for 2 or a vote for 3?
Both for two.
Yeah, vote for 3 in here.
Okay, one more thing to fix. I got it.
Okay.
Got that one fixed, okay. Go back and fix that. No, probably not sure. 769. Okay, do you want to go through any more till I? So I can correct that.
Let's see, so that's that, so now we got Justin, those guys done. We have St. Eddie. So we'll from 90 total. You see what's in the two. Again. Don't have many orders, did they? I mean, that was
Looking at last school elections numbers versus this school election, when I was editing the resolution, is the difference in fluctuations. Yep, you have almost 1,000 more voters for Charles City School District than the last time you had.
Alright,
It was like 800. Okay, so I corrected the total votes or the total no votes for Charles City School District. I corrected the vote for 2 for the Marble Rock District. Yeah,
Which one? What are we doing?
I made 2 corrections to the resolution.
Just looking at your numbers up here. This be 200, wait, 183.
But you want me to math out for you? I got that.
So it's 219 divided by 3.
3 or 2?
3.
73.
Yep. Other supervisors had to canvass 4 and 1 vote. Sarah Gordo and 1 here. Plus, they would have had other counties that they go into as well. I think you're good, Morgan. Want to vote on? Make a motion, no, probably they're gonna bring it down.
She's gonna bring that.
Okay. Make a motion to approve resolution 4425, certification of the Floyd County election results, November 4th. City school election, tier 2 canvas.
second that motion. All those in favor?
Roll call.
Roll call, oh, it's roll call.
Campbell.
Aye. Said R.
Can't find this one anymore. Oh, that one's sort out a lot of papers here.
I know, it's a zoo. It's a zoo.
All right, so then you just. We're up.
Motion to adjourn.
Pardon?
Motion to adjourn.
Oh,
Got everything signed? We're good to go.
yeah, all those in favor of adjournment, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, pass. Adjourned. This morning,
Oh. This. Oh, something. Did you get it? I wonder if I got it out of the other office.
Thank goodness this part's over.
Down your room. In the
No.